Hello, this is Darren. I'm going to share a bit more information about some characteristics of the water. So basically, when we're looking at that, it's the minerality. Just want to touch a bit about the minerality, which is the most important thing, not about where it's from and things like that, but just the minerality of the water today. I just want to touch on the different levels of minerality and how it affects the overall mouthfeel and texture of the flavors. So, with minerality, we're talking about TDS, which is the total dissolved solids. Um, there's 5 categories of levels of minerality we can look at. So you're going to start with the total number of those solids that have been absorbed by the water that has been taken through the spring or come out of the artesian back on the source. So the amount of minerals that have been absorbed within the water. So looking at something a super low category, like something between 0 to 50 TDS, that's classed as a super low. So I've got one here. We'll touch on now. Look at this one. This is just falls in the super low category. Voss at 44. Let's have a taste of this one. Now, because it's a super low category, it hasn't got a lot of minerals in it. So when you're tasting this, it's super fresh. Got that super freshness to it. The balance is white right there. It's got that air about it, like it's nice, clean, delicate, smooth, a lovely drinking water that can be. You can have it with anything you want almost. It's like nice, delicate, fresh. Mm. It's a beautiful water. This is the Voss at a 44 TDS, which falls in that super low category, and it's also good for brewing coffee. Now, the next category goes obviously from super low to low. Low minerality is you're looking between 50 to 250. So it falls in between that category. It's classed as a low minerality for the fine waters. So low minerality, we picked a beautiful one up from New Zealand here. It falls in the low minerality, is the Antipodes. Antipodes is the 130 TDS. So you're looking at about 100 more than what the Voss was on. So we'll see if we can taste a bit of a difference. Yeah, got a little bit more sweetness in there. The sweetness is a little bit higher, and that's probably due to the extra minerality compared to the Voss that we've had. This is still absolutely fantastic water. Yeah, it's got a really nice delicate to it. It's got a bit more punch that we can get more out of. So if you're having it with a richer type of food, it possibly will be okay. That's minerality of 130. So obviously it's going to have a bit more body to it that you're going to feel with that. That's the second category. Third category, I'm going to have medium, which is between 250 to 800. So we're going up to big numbers now. I picked up some Beloka, which is an Australian one. This is a TDS of 587. So we're getting some big numbers now. Straight away, you feel the texture on that. It's actually heavy. It sits on the tongue. It's just almost like a creaminess that sits there. It's so beautiful. It's almost like got that brown sugar sweetness. It's a lovely minerality on this one. And that's at 587 TDS. And that falls in between the bracket of 250 and 800. Now we're going to keep going up again. We're going to, minerality is our high category, so which is between 800 and 1500. So it's actually harder to find waters that are this high, and I've actually found the phenomenal 3-bays at 1200 TDS. This one is probably a quite famous one actually, an Australian artesian water, and oh my god, it is almost like olive oil. It's like it's silky, it's smooth texture. You can almost see yourself in a bath or something. It's such a beautiful water. And like going back to our super low, you've got that clean freshness of the walking around in the snow and the air. It's beautiful. But then this is actually super beautiful, but a completely different texture. And the next one is actually one we're going to go even higher than our high, which is very high. A TDS of about 2,900, I've got the Vichy Catalan. So basically anything more than 1,500 is classed as a super high. So our super high here straight away, let's see what we can notice. Wow, yes, there's minerals in there. You're not going to miss those ones. They're not hiding. They're jumping out there going, wow, look at me. And this minerality is stunning. It's like, because it's been in the ground longer. It's taken longer to come out, and you've got that absorption of the total dissolved solids in there. So it's just exciting. You have the minerality, different levels of TDS. So our super high, and from all the way down to our super low. I'm going to have another one of our super low just to really see the contrast between the both. Yeah, our super low minerality and our super high, and the steps along the way. There's huge changes, and it really affects the flavour. So water isn't water. Water has taste, and as we can just see, based on our minerality and our TDS, that can be enjoyed to many people. Anyway, look forward to hearing more.